Hea o te whaatalofa atu I le paia man mamalu o se o tātou atunu. E hopena ona maua mai le tātou pokalame masani fole nei o le Fika Mai Le Pese I aso tofi tai tasi. Mai I le valu I le se fulu I le thiafi. Ai pese I o peo na whaailoa atu I se taimi o luma o le tātou pokalame. Ua wawe a mataina nei I le fitu I le afiafi I le tulae o tasi le tulae wawe ai e se ipa I le tulae iwa ona o le eise pokalame whaapitoa I le afa le iwa o le tuina sao ina mailea o le tatala ina o le Dubai Expo I Dubai, o lo whai ne le expo I Dubai. O le nala e amata ne le awhaleiva e tu sao ina atu I le tatou ala Leopold tatou TV fo I lunga online I le tatou Pasifika TV and radio. Ai mātou te whatalo whātu le paia malo se tatou atu no, pe nao na mafuta mai le nei tula le fiafi. Ma ne ua fitu minute o tele tula fitu I mātou I Brisbane, Australia nei. Ia tai tonu mawhauwhau, mana nganga ma le loto ato. Sa pe na ona manuia ia tute mfaiva o sio tato tu sa penana fe ngai nei aso fe au manga luenga ia fa na foi I fale o lo fai nei ia le fole no ele holidays a tamatia onga I so mato atu nu nei Australia nei ia male mato te fa felo ia tuai ele tato Pukalame Fika Mai Le Pese ele nele tula o le fiafi ia ma se me fo nei o ma fatase fo maleuso ia I live po le sunga ia etu ile ne fiafi tala fa lau fionga lau sunga etu ia o mai o le ne fiafi.
And talofa to every body that is tuned into our live streams, and what a blessing to be here. And it's not a great night, but we're both here. We're looking forward for our show. We're gonna have so many. And we have some very interesting, celebrity. It's gonna be happening all the time now.
That's it.
We're gonna bring some people that we know all over the world.
Yeah, saulele. Peona taua etu. It is a good day, but unfortunately, us in Brisbane, in Australia today, tonight. Our weather is not so good. O le winganga o le whamatalanga o le soia etu. O le tala le tau ia mātua le temi nei pa ua a tōnele tū la talu o ngā hangi le toa o lo whai marasinga savili I o ngai kimu foi I ai foi ngai kimu aisa ngā whapena foi ona pa I pese awhai tū la talu ai. Ia o le tauna mātua na Australia nei sa mane le aso nei sa whapena na paolo It was very clouded today, it was nice and cool, not hot. But all of a sudden, pa uare kimu me mamafa.
E ke lo ia nganga lo ala inga kupu ia me fa pe.
Ia.
Avo ia paro fai kiri. Lo inga lo fio mai se me o le lo. O ia se me o kupu.
Lo inga la o sang sala.
Ele se aga sala sole.
Ele se aga sala.
O me le lei.
O ia me le lei.
Okay. Ka ke nga paro fai kiri o.
E fefelo.
Ka ua. Ka ua la mai. Ka ua la ngole aso nei nga fa pa ia le tua ia le nei tangata.
Ia, o le ia la ele sila mai mo le tatou atunu le nei tu la fiafi ia e pe ona to sila mai o le uso lo luma nei ia o le sona ato elo na tosfu tasi tausanga o lo so fu le nei le uso ia etu ia afkaile li ua pena ona aulia mai la suma
le
tausanga o lo se fu etu ia fasinga kala o tosfu tasi o lo so fu lo ye nei ia
e ai o fa pena wa ta of le tuna ia ke fa pe ia tagata sol ia matua lai titi tele la
oi e faisin okay
tawana tau sanga
ia
soifua
ia
wa fa peta gasol sa o le sol sa lima su fata sanga lenga torse fulu le titi la tule va falling
oi o fio la lo matua lo soifua
ato elo lima su fa
okay sole
vai la vero tupua la foi e proud ta la lo taia titi lo mai a wa era mo fia foi la wanga de fai ka show le o mai ka dunga ka show e fia foi titi lo mai wa ki lenga fa mai e ai la ele ma ia la le rasta
le lo que o lo kala sa fa pea uia lo fa pea
fa foi la pe fia ta sang ki mai ka foi ya o ko sanga la fa mai e matua te leo te look makua pa I oni yanga
so you're 50
well 54 to some
lima sufa to some so wala ka foi la runga fix full
ai la ile
le winga la tala le winga la
ka ke fa mai la tala pa na te ata
Lei wala ata vale le onga maka okia le lima sufa ka usanga le o le tua I lo so ifua o le winga ngala kala vale le lima sufa ka usanga le lofo le ko ya ke o wa dia me ka usanga ke le o lo te fa pe uia I thought you just turned 45
40 you know
like if I pay if I call so se me pose fast food lima ka usanga ale lima sufa ka usanga oka man how good is our God ese le leo le kuvolele ele se forma lo tangata
if I pale you know la ia so so in kaka la wa like FMA 40 to 50 you know. Like why Karsanga challenge reach that age, and then you be sitting on my chair.
Oh wow! Okay, nice.
Right
there you go. That's your challenge, guys.
Yeah.
Lo challenge guys. FMA etu ia whapena on yoe.
Papeka, you know, okay, 40. You see, 45 by 38, 36, which is I'm proud to be, but I am not that age.
You're not that age.
I was there once,
but not anymore.
But I'm not there. I'm going up to the top.
Okay, nice one. Okay, let's go to our comment section. Si fatalofa to the outer to my mona. Fatalofa to Harris Patio Mafuta Mane Fiafi. Good evening. Toa HT Suafoa. My little brothers, it means Storm lost. Storm lost last week. Le kiwala pa faikiri. O da so fangau al rasta al master rasta yoe. Nga o le wala ngar kaunga so fangau se osongai. Queen Vahoy is watching. Welcome, and I think Fiji or Fiji, Kauvaka, Punivaka. Mole si feta to no po le 5 minute mole si 5 minute ona e tato malo following in fiafi. We have a guest tonight. We have a guest tonight. He's gonna jump on with us. He's a well-knowing, let's say a role model to the.
Well, not just a role model to so many young Polynesian, but he's a legend to the world. He's a legend to the world. He's a great friend. He's a great brother. So he's gonna come up on our show, and we're so glad to actually have this sort of.
But it's a privilege and honor to have that as well.
You listeners, you better get on this on now and get on, because you're going to be so inspired by so many things that he's going to share with us for this period, for this moment.
Fatalo Queen Vahoy Kauvaka from Tonga. Oh, malo pito malo o fatu. Koreti Mapusua Basi. Talo from Melbourne, Victoria. Kimu le mea ioe wa fai singa kimu mea. Timu foi matou. Ola fauza to musika foi mai. Ona luatu e lola le tatou malo faalolungia ile nei fiafi. Ia, o te whatalofa atu ma awalofa atu, ele nei fo I afi, lea fo ua tātou mafuta I fo I ma le uso, po le whionga fo I ia vaenga tunga mala ele nei afi, ele tātou pokalame, o le Fika Mai Le Pese le nei afi, se tu tamwhaitasa tu ale vaenga lea ona tu alu watu ai la ia lea o le tātou se I tau whaile titi atu ale mea lea ona tu I whai atu le tātou pokalame. Give us another 30 second, and then we'll be back on straight away with our special guest tonight. Give us 30 second. I was trying to fix this, and then we'll go back to you. Ia, fia foi e whatalofa atu ma whapena foi o na whatalofa atu e lau tō whāpura whionga whisala I wa ainga tunga mala po le o le foi ua lawi loa foi I tō tonu foi le laulangi I le ngoa o ingata winga. So we just want to welcome you whatalofa atu ma whawhelo atu lau tō wha whisala I wa ainga tunga mala ingata winga ma alose foi le nei afi.
Alonso y Fua.
Oh. We got you at last.
Yeah, so no, yeah, ma Alonso y Fua fio mai ma tala mai au lau to fale ne afi.
Yeah, faftai la mole noa. Se fatalo fa io mal balu le ofio. Tato pot mai lunga le ea. Pe foi le pai malu no yonga pai matai tai tato poklama nei afi ia ale ngata foi le o tam o etu tato fatasi le tio ma so fu mau lagi ma
Yep, hello
se fu mau male
you're also
la fionga le afi
you're also live in Tonga. Probably this is one of the most Pacific radio. It's run by the Tongan family, so you can actually say something in Tonga because you are the king's son. And I am the nephew. Yeah, I am the grandson.
Io che malolelei che whakataki e ki mafi I hono ofo pa me tapoki oku loto mawhana loto whiwhi ke taha ke awhiawhini ki liti o ma lo opito ma loto
Oh, malo, toko, malo mo mea mai ki o pokalame o Pasifika TV and Radio ki a whiawhini. Yeah, malo sila whia lau sunga ainga. Ia ole pokalame le nei, ole leitione ale Pasifika TV and Radio. Whapena ona whaawawina le tūwaenga tonga, le tū tonga. Awa iai lea wanoa ma whai ei, ona whai pokalame so se Pasifika lava. Pela o mātou I tātou Samoa fo ele vaenga niwe. O vaenga Samoa, vaenga niwe. Whapena ona whaonga inga le nei ala leo. I lunga online. I awa fo ile tautua ina o tātou atunua. Me te for the community in nei Australia, Brisbane. Yeah, but and all over the world. So we have viewers. We have some viewers from Tonga tonight. We have a viewer watching from Tonga tonight, and also in Brisbane itself, and some from Samoa as well. Lela atu le sunga ya etu. Ke longa I fesili o lenga usama mani fiafi. Efe mela uso. Tole. Do you remember? I said, what do I remember? But do you remember today is my day? Your wedding day. I get my leo lost fang out. O faku asole. Wele ko mfa mga kongas fang ka ka limas fufa ka usanga. Pasi lo limas fudu ele ko fang ele ko fa mga kuinga lo ko fang. So today is my brother Etu's birthday. I know that you known this guy for so long, for a very long time. O se akali fo ya te oi ya le ko ko sunga po le asa upu apo po sa upu fau tua foi o ngole mele usongei o lenga fo ngi I Australia o le ko lua lenga fo Samoa ale le ya fa me sawa o ai ke fa penga o nga fau tua mai se watali fa le nganga
Trai lama o etu ia sa welo sa o la watali ile o leva na o I Britania masalo mo se fia le au mai mo ia paua le se atli mutu atu lona tama lima sun fata sanga o le atli ia etu ai lima sun wo tau sanga ai moni lava o le Sofia o se uso ia etu ia faftai le tua wa mawhaia na tanu manuia nei a Sofia longa ila na aso soifua tau ele ovalo lima su tau sanga tangata ele to tau bien tau sangi Kawan mea tau fa tau ai faftai le tua moli le anga faftai le tua o si o mawai wa fa tau nu limus fu fa tau sanga nei ia etu you know it's so far o lo fa now to lima ia etu le mtu ole o le fa longa tai le tam so am fa longa tai le o si stai
yeah
ai pele ale ulo vale nei tangata o le mea pito silina tau ia o sangata ese loto lofa
yeah
leva na mama futo menei uso o sangata ese loto mawulalo ale ai loto lofa I know alofa ese so sangata
yeah
o te paftai le monea mano fa manuela so fu o te ia etu
Yeah, malo whaftai e me siri laua o ke loinga fo I leo ua whafofonga ma to toa fo ele sunga ia etu I ana whamonianga fo ilas whanau o lona aso soi fuare nea fiafi etu.
Yeah, whaftai, I mean, e moi lava, but ola o birthday. Ia ele uma ele aso nei. Lai loe inga, whaila o birthday. Kusa ke birthday le aso korsi fulo se tema. Kusa winga mainga. E maka lau birthday le aso 1st of October. Ai whai ulas korsi fulo ke topa. So, o keimi lange, e kere I sau mea lofa. E piki a oe le aso o the whole month of October. E ave aia, me whai mea lofa.
Okay, yeah. Ia lona lavela o lavela o le aso korsi fulo ngai whanga ua e le aso mua le si masinga. O le aso tos fulo. Inga, yes. How are you been? How are you? How's family? How's life with you? I know the last time I saw you, you were in Samoa. Last time I saw you, you were in Samoa, and then now you, I'm sure you're back in New Zealand, and I'm very shocked to see the person is in front of me in the screen. I must say, you look so good, man. You look amazing.
Absolutely.
You look amazing. So whatever you want it, we want it. But how are you? How's the family? How's the kids going? How's COVID with your family as well in New Zealand?
Yeah, no, I'm really well, thank you. And I came back to New Zealand on Christmas Day last year.
Okay, yeah.
I was quarantined for a couple of weeks, and then I came out to be with my family. I came back because literally there's nothing for me to do back in Samoa, and my wife, we made a decision for her to come back 3 years earlier.
Nice. Yeah.
Prior to that, my children and my wife were living in Samoa for a good four and a half years. The culture and the Fa Samoa. My eldest son, his children were growing up, and said he wanted to bring them back for schooling here in New Zealand. I still had a tourism business operating out of Samoa, but it's very difficult under the lockdown with the COVID-19.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
The virus that's been spreading. So I closed everything down and came over here to I suppose help out, and see where I could fit in the family because I've been gone for so long. But Daphne, my wife is well, and our children are really well, and we got 4 grandchildren and a couple more still to come.
Wow, amazing!
Yeah, amen.
Oh.
Yeah. What I've done with myself since I've been here was look after my mother, my dear mother here.
Yeah.
But then also I started a weight loss program because I knew that I just had to get myself into some sort of shape or health.
Yeah.
And I was very careless and very, I suppose, carefree and careless. I just let myself go. And I'm not the healthiest person. And so, in July this year or June, end of June, beginning of July, I took a radical change of program in my nutrition and the way what I ate and exercise. So it's been really an amazing transformation in the last 2-3 months. Because otherwise the reality was I was looking at an early grave. Had I carried on, well, you saw me in Samoa.
Yes.
And so it's been hard too. I have to admit, being obese or morbidly obese is not a good thing. They say in Samoa or Pasifika, they say they're big is beautiful, but the reality and the truth is big is not beautiful. Big is difficult. Big is expensive. Big is hard and challenging. So, and I'm not talking about people who are naturally big. No, I'm talking about us allowing ourselves to get obese and because, to be honest, when I was obese, I became very ill. I became very, I've got high blood pressure for the last 30 something years. I had stroke. And then I've had sleep apnea. I think I got the worst record in New Zealand.
Wow.
then and then I just recently got diagnosed type 2 diabetes. So it's really, really difficult, to try and manage. And so, and then I suppose on top of it, there's also the mental and the emotions and the depression that comes along with it all as well,
Yeah.
So I know how difficult it is to be overweight, and sometimes it's very challenging and hard place. But thankfully, I'm able to, with a lot of support from my wife and my family and my good friends, that put me on this path, and they inspired me and motivated me to, just live a healthier life. And so my new role, I've got in fact, if I tilt the camera, I've got this T-shirt on. It's called Odyssey, ODIC.
Oh, wow.
Which stands for Obesity Prevention Champion Evangelist.
Wow.
It's good. Wow.
Very good.
So that's my brand, and that's my story. And I have the opportunity to go out and share these experiences and encourage our people to make some good choices. Not tell them what to eat, how to eat.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, when comes that time when we're about to eat, just be mindful of your choices and make some good choices. That's pretty much it. And exercise.
Wow. Anything you want to touch base on there with Inga's
just
story?
to capture Inga, because we've been on this topic for years with Inga, and he's been sort of like a role model from the time that we both start this journey from England to Samoa and all over. Just for a fact that he's gone through it, and it's really amazing what transitions when you understand and practice what you preach, not just like saying to people what you should eat and then you don't do it yourself. So I think that's really like the thing that I'm sort of like, so like when I left Samoa March last year, Inga came in July. I mean, I can show you also part of my journey too. I mean, because you think I'm not like have a lot of weight. I did a lot of weight coming from Samoa to. So now transition again into that lifestyles of actually accepting that, you got to take care of yourself.
O ke loinga walanga lusi etu. O mangaku ko lua. Asa mangaku Inga. Kusa ele o lusi na ni lea mo se si tula.
Ai o le pawan mea o ke whango ai. O lewa ngā sapu e tui ngai i Australia. O ke alofa le sififinge. O le pawan mea ia o lau whautuanga lau watari. Ia mawe to foi.
A pea whai a Jacinta kai au, whai ka kala mai ere pora auska a New Zealand.
It's o le mea moi lava. O lewa na tele ava noa e sa wai e tu New Zealand. Quarantine i na malanga nula i e sa na mana mea.
Sa o le lei. O le fo ke whai tua se uso. Lo te whai tua se uso. Whai uso.
La ngala au fo ia Inga. Wai o ka ole mafuka i e li, brother.
Look, Inga, it's amazing. I am so proud and I'm so happy with the program that you are running in New Zealand, the Obese. Like you said, it's sa'olele sa noanga. O le taimi fo ina wa sa fitawi Samoa. I saw you in Samoa, and I'm like, this is real talk. I'm like, wow. This is not the Inga I saw back in New Zealand, This is different Inga. But then I saw you inga whaile ka ko sumba whaile malawali man Samoa, your program on TV1 and stuff like that. And also you had your boxing federations in Samoa as well. Lena whai fo ilo kalapu fushi Samoa. So there was a lot happening in Samoa to keep you occupied, to keep you going. But I know for fact one thing in Samoa, whaile vaveng o piskako me vorma ngayor pua. Oka, we can't say no to that. But and seeing you now, Inga, man, it's all I can say. I take my hat off you. You are, like I said to Etu earlier on, this is a role model. not knowing. This is a new Inga, with a new role model I see now, because o Inga back then. Yeah, we know Inga the winger back in his days in rugby. He was the farthest, the fittest, the strongest, and the machine back then. And life goes on. The journey changed as well. But now he's back into fitness for health and fitness. So it is a good thing. So how is the weight losing? Inga, how heavy you were started? Well, this wasn't a topic for tonight. We were gonna ping you on. Etu told me you're coming on. I said, well, let's have a chat. But since seeing you, this new person, and this is, if there's anything, o le topic piko silia le nga tāua e to tonu o tangata Pasifika, o le obese.
That's right.
O to atele tangata Pasifika. I won't say just Samoan. It's a Pacific thing. Ua tele tangata ua puta tino onga o le tau mafa. Like you said, le asisi mea wana puta tangata o le mea tau mafa. So, with you, with this new journey with, obese, how heavy you were and how long you trained and how far is that going and how heavy you are now, just...
Well, just to give you an indication, I think it started spiraling way back in 2011.
Yeah.
And I remember I was at a dear friend of mine, ex-Mansam rugby legend,
Yeah.
We were at his funeral, and I was probably the biggest I've ever been back then. I was 184 kilograms, and I remember that was the beginning of my journey. And that's 10 years ago, and I did as much as I can to get back into my health and my fitness, but again, circumstances changes that pathway or direction. And again, I lost some weight and put it back on, lost again, put it back on. But I think I suppose the moment that really changed everything forever was back in April. I ended up in hospital and I had sepsis, blood poisoning, and cellulitis.
Wow.
And all those three things all in one go. In fact, I was out, according to my wife and family. I was taken to hospital and I woke up 2 days later or 2 or 3 days later. So that's how serious it was. And I thought to myself, and I remember I was in the hospital for another almost 3 weeks. I saw how I looked around and I just saw how everyone was suffering along with me. My wife had to sleep on the floor of the hospital for about 3 weeks, caring for me. I was trying to fight for my own life. And that was hard. My kids were missing out on me at home. And I just thought, nah, this is not the life I want to lead. And I remember walking out of that hospital at 168 kilograms. And it was on the 24th of April. And it was very significant because that was the day that my father died 40 years ago.
Wow.
And he was 48 years of age. And he was only, he was very young, 48 years of age, and he died of a stroke. And he left 15 of us behind for my mother to look after us and raise us. So I remember walking out on the 24th of April and saying, nah, never again. I'll never put myself through this. It's selfish of me to let myself go and be careless. And so, I started this journey, and it hasn't been easy. It's been very challenging, and there are times where I feel like giving up. But, giving up is also not an option. If you really want something and you really desire to have a better life and be a better example and be around, I think more important, be around for your children and your grandchildren. I decided, okay, enough is enough. And, I started this journey, and I sympathize and I totally understand people in my position, and even worse, mentally, the emotion, the depression. I can relate to all that because I went through all myself. You know? And, it's a lonely place, but thankfully, with a lot of love and support and encouragement, I got myself. You can climb out of that challenge. You can climb out of that hole. You can win. Where it all started with me was just on my mental side, in my emotions and my mental well-being. And, I just try to stay positive. And it's hard to stay positive when, there was times where I didn't want to go out of the house. I was too embarrassed to go out because I was just too big. I didn't want to be seen in restaurants or cafes because I don't want people looking at me and saying, "Oh, isn't he the ex?" shopping malls. O kako sa mo ele fai mai luma kala e fai. Se me fai kala nga, and o loa ya uia a fai le liu ke mingi mungu le ke marosi ma le o ke le kiki au kosa. Nga fai e fi nga wa so o ke mamlama fo e fai nga ka mo kau kangaka. Wa sanga wa over le kausami me ai ke me o foi Samoa o kako me ai kau mafai e ma ngai we got all the nutrients and all the good food in Samoa, but sometimes o kako me ai o le au fai
te ko fai mai ala pese nga le au fai fa mole
So lui la lea, lui le mo ka ko ngaka ele nga o Samoa, au ka ko ngaka Pasifika. The challenge is for all our Pacific Island people to live a better, healthier life. Because at the end of the day, your health is the most important thing. Because you're no good to anybody when you're not healthy. And so, I understand, and that's my role now as a intervention spokesperson for obesity and diabetes. Look, you can change, and it just takes a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of mental preparation, and away you go. And the cool thing is, in this journey of mine, it's little steps, small steps. So, the first thing I had to do was change my food. So that's worked for me.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
it's
important. Like people listening and hearing it, because people like Inga it's being and done, and the experience, and also the willing to share this with so many viewers, because we have a big following every Thursday night. So I fa long o mai ole o Inga, is very true, and like I've seen it happens, and it's good to experience these things, and it's very important that they hear this.
I just want to read out some comments, Inga, on our live stream tonight. Someone says, "That's amazing for turning your life around and live healthier." That's one of our viewers. Our people definitely needs help when it comes to food, because we love our food. Someone say, "Thank you for sharing your story and journeying with us, Vaenga." So those are one of our comments tonight in our live stream. People are giving up thumbs up, and people are sending hearts because of your story. Look, like I said earlier on, this wasn't planned. Our chat tonight, and also the topic. When I see you came on, and I'm like, no. This is something we need to talk about, because this is the thing that our Pacific Island people are struggling with, which is if it's anything that's very important in our life, it's our health. Especially you got 4 grandkids and you got 2 coming up or something like that. So as a grandfather, you want to be around for your grandkids. You want to see them growing up, running around. And man, honestly, I'm sitting here on this chair watching you, looking at you. It's like, man, I'm just in awe of what I've seen of and your journey. And for me, as a young youth as well, only 32 years old, look, I'm looking at you, I'm like, oh, wow. I mean, like, if you can do it, you know, there is no excuse for somebody not to say, you know, you can't do it. But like you said, it all starts with our mindset. It's always our mind that needs to change. Last thing about this, your OPE program. And now, what is your best advice? You know, what is your best advice? Because people are watching from Tonga. Yeah, we have Malo Lele, Malo from GOG, Malo Lele. Yeah, there's quite a few Tonga watching. What is your best advice for those who think they started and they quit? And those who are thinking to start and still thinking to start. And and those who started, but there's a stop and go. So, because I know all that, you've been through that. All those things, o te talitonu, e ui umai awala umana a. O la sau sosoani, o la sau word of encouragement and advice to our viewer tonight who are, you know, struggling to do this. Lava inga.
Yeah, thank you. Well, it's good, wonderful comments already, and I really appreciate it. And I think, if anything, the biggest thing that has helped me stay focused and even to make a start was making sure that you got support. You know, it's very hard to do it on your own.
Yeah,
because there are times where you just want to give up because you're on your own. I'm very lucky that I belong to a little group of men that keeps me accountable.
Yeah.
Every morning that we get up and we meet each other. So I got to physically meet them to get my training program started. So, and that's the commitment that I've told myself that I'm going to do this because, you know, I suppose it's like anything in life. You really desire something in life, you go all out. You do whatever you want to, what you have to do to achieve that. And it's the same thing with this journey. You know, for me, the key has been the support behind it. You know, making sure that you take someone along with you because you can't do it on your own. You know, they're saying, you know, they refer it to lealo pau pau. Canoeists, they said if you wanna arrive quick to your destination, then go on your own. But if you want to go further, then go together.
Wow, that's a good one.
And I think that's really my encouragement for those who are struggling. You know, do it together and go together and find people that are like-minded, that have the same interest, that also wants to lose weight and they want to go on this journey with you, because they're the ones that you're going to be relying on for motivation when you're down and you're struggling during training and after training or even before training. You know, those are the ones that they're going to push you and motivate you, inspire you. You know, there's a saying that goes like this. It says, one positive step forward achieves more than all the theory in the world. So that simply says, you can think about it, you can dream about it, you can talk about it, but unless you start to take the first step, then you'll never achieve it. And so that's my word of encouragement for all those who are watching and find themselves in the same situation as me. Just ask for help and don't be embarrassed to ask for help. Kako Pasifika e makamuri kele. I miss le fasili mo se faseswang. You know, I would koke ma awa o le mele ko single kako so fu malo loinga. E faka ua kele, you know, ngai pela ngisila Paka ua kele ngisila o le mele ko single so fu malo loinga. There's so many programs out there. So many nutritional programs out there to help you start on your journey, and give yourself a chance. And always, you know, for me, always have that goal of saying, okay, little by little, So that's probably what my message is to all those who are watching and listening.
Amazing. Malo lava inga mole upu malosi. I guess what you just said encouraged me as well, because I'm also a trainer, a coach in my gym as well. So I can relate. I can say I can relate to your encouragement, because man, it's you know, talk, think, and that's a step. So and then you need to put action into it. So last question about the final question about this part. As you can see in front of Etu, there's a drink in front of Etu. Have you if you feel also have you tried have you you know, take a drink of this salmon wired turmeric?
Well, to be honest with you, I can't see you guys on my screen.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, I see. If you have your device with you, you'll get a phone on Pasifika TV and radio app. Okay. Bugger. That's a shame.
So you can't see us, Singer?
No. No, it's participants. Hold on, let me see if I can. No, all I see is just your voices. Here we go. Oh, no.
No. Your music. Oh, sorry about that. So,
I hear all you guys, but I can't see you guys.
Well, we can see. The main thing is our audience can see you and us talking on there. So that's the main thing. Yeah, I was just talking about the salmon wild turmeric. Has the turmeric help you as well with, you know, came before Etu poured it out, you know? Have you? I see you got a cup there with you.
Well, I just finished my turmeric. If you can see
Oh wow! There you go. Because there's a lot of since Etu came on.
So refreshing it. That's
and people has bought the drink, and we have some good feedback from our tangata matutua Samoa matutua. For me, there was some sickness they never knew before. After they drank the drink, all of a sudden they went to the hospital because wakukupu wa mai lunga mai. And this is one of the testimony this week. For me, sale longi mai ingo le vai. O ke oso mai tinga le tinga pitole ia adu fa mai for medfo mai ia. This is what's happening. But and then they both the couple both still keep drinking it. For me, well, you know, they're doing well now. So they're asking for some more. So my question to you, does the turmeric work for you?
Yes, I've been taking. In fact, I remember my son talking to me about this magical drink back in Samoa, actually before.
It's 211, 210.
Yeah, back in 210, yeah.
Before we even...
He said to me that he's going to create a drink that's going to help, you know, a medicinal drink, and called turmeric. So yeah, mo kako mo sifia mo kako kangaka ia ole la wale ole lenga e matangi ka ko makua so lang fa nga e fai ia even though if for way mo
yeah saulele
yeah, so le la mo saulo lo wakari la kula wakari Samoa vai akure ka uo mo le nga so lots of people have been blessed with Etu's medicinal turmeric drink and wild turmeric, that is. And he's worked hard, and I have to congratulate him because he's been persistent and very persistent about getting this drink up and running and marketing it and taking it out of Samoa to like your places in Australia and New Zealand. So the white turmeric is, when he first started, it's from my village in Papasatawa. And
why you say Papasatawa? Do you know that that's where my dad was born, Inga?
Yeah.
That's where Unoi was born. Papasatawa. Yeah. But he's not from Papasatawa.
But that's where Etu would go and talk to the farmers, because Oasola it's solo lava le lenga lunga le papa and it was growing wild, and they were much bigger than the ones you get in Upolu. Right. And so Etu managed to talk to the villagers and the farmers that were growing it, and he did a fantastic work there, helping the people in the village and the farmers and the growers there. Yeah, and
tell the story, Inga. Tell the story of how we actually met, how we went to find a scientist to prove to get the formula, and also like get this thing going, because we were both. He was actually, a lot of people in Samoa were laughing at me because they saw me doing this thing and said, "Oh, what's that?" Nobody knew. 99.9% of Samoa didn't know anything about turmeric. Like that's a fact.
Well, I think a lot of the Samoans, certainly our forefathers and our parents, and even a lot of Samoans, they know what the turmeric is for, and like I said, it was used for medicinal, as well as cooking stuff. What Etu has done is, and he came and saw me here in New Zealand back in 2010, and I just happened to have a friend who was a scientist, who's a food scientist, and he would help the government assess all the food that is right, and they put all their criterias to make sure that it passes the strict regulations here in New Zealand. When Etu came up with his idea, I took him to see my friend in his science lab, and he took a sample, and because Etu brought samples with him from Samoa, and
but it wasn't this color.
That's right. It was really raw.
It was like the black tea.
And wild. And this guy just advised Etu, just to look at the, all the how it's produced, and looked at the business plan, and then take it from there. And the way Etu went, Etu's it's hard to control this young son of mine, because he loves to back himself. When people say no, he says yes. When people says you can't, he says I will.
I will, yeah.
And it's just the spirit that he's willing to give himself a chance. And now everyone's benefiting. Like I said, it's funny that you talk about his turmeric, and I just finished a big cup of tea.
There you go. Okay, our last topic here. I know you play for the All Blacks. You are a legend of the game. You play for the All Blacks. You play for Samoa. All the NPC team and the super rugby team back then. And you went overseas and do your rugby overseas. This week we have the Springboks versus the All Blacks.
Yeah.
All right, just let us know who's gonna win. And also let's have you talk feedback a little bit in our AB's team now, because I see that there's a lot of Pacific Island boys in the team.
Yeah,
I am proud, not Samoan proud, but I'm a Pacific Island proud to see all our Pacific Island boys, play for the All Blacks. And also today I saw that Aaron Major, he's selected for the Moana. The Pacific Island Moana team, was it Moana coach, and so it's good to see that. But anyway, let's go to the All Blacks and the Springboks, and also give us your thoughts about the team and who's gonna win the game, because I know it's gonna be a tough game. Every time All Blacks play Springboks, it's a different story.
Well, we saw last week for the 100th Test match between both countries.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It was a tough Test match for the All Blacks, and they only won. And that's just typical All Black Springbok Test matches over the years. It's brutal, it's physical, it's uncompromising, and it's full on. Two passionate countries that love rugby and just want to die for their country on the rugby field. So, and it's no different. I mean, the All Blacks snuck through against the world champion South Africa, but again, this will be a different game. There's some new changes, and I like the changes that Ian Foster has made for his team. Yes, there's a lot more Pacific Islanders, and that's just the way it is. The makeup of Pacific Islanders and the influence of Pacific Islanders in these All Black teams is going to be here for a long, long time. The cool thing is, my prediction, I'm a diehard All Black fan.
Yes.
I always pick the All Blacks. But South Africa has shown a different brand of game. They were very physical, and they actually, if you look at the game and you assess the game and look at all the injuries that South Africa did, and look at all the stoppages, you'd notice that they physically the game from a game of flair and pace and continuity. The game plan was to slow the game down because they're physically much bigger than the All Blacks. So they did it very well, and they almost won the test match. I don't think the All Blacks will be that silly to fall into the same trap. I think they'll be able to look at a different game plan to combat the way the South Africa are playing. South Africa knows, and yes, they are world champions, that if they give the ball out or they drop the ball, spill the ball, knock it on, they're going to get punished by the All Blacks. So the All Blacks have got firepower, both up the front and at the back, but they also got the skill and fitness to take the game to a whole different game. So, or change the pace of the game. So my prediction is that I don't think it will be a close game. I think the All Blacks will run away. And I'm not being arrogant. I'm just because I see some of the changes that's coming up. So, but it is exciting. The other thing I would also like to make known is the Australian team.
Yes.
I was going to ask that question.
Yeah, we're going to ask that Australia and Puma this week as well.
Yeah, but I want to acknowledge the fact that Dave Rennie has acknowledged a lot of his Pacific Islander boys. The influence of the Pacific Islanders, because Dave Rennie was also the chief coach over the years. A lot of stands the Pacific mentality, and he can get the best out of these boys. I predict, and this is just my prediction, that come the World Cup in 2023, it will be an All Black and Australian final, because the way that Dave Rennie has selected his players and got a good balance between the Pacific Islanders and the Australian team is a good balance. These boys they still got another year and a half, 2 years out of the World Cup in 2023. So there's plenty of time for these new players that slotted into the Australian team to make a massive impact in the World Cup in France 2023.
Awesome. There you
Very
go.
good. Yeah.
So Australian Puma and your
Australia.
Australia. Awesome. I think that's those were the topic we want to talk about as well tonight with you. Look, we just want to give you opportunity to have a final word, final say, encourage our people, our Pacific Island people, and also our Samoan people as well. They are watching and they are tuning in tonight in every aspect of life. Inga?
Thank you. Whaftaila mo le avanoa. Whaftai mo le avanoa matango fio whanau ina malu. Me tangata. Whaftai mo le malu sato atunu whawhonga mai lui ea. Whaftai mo ne avanoa matango fie. Ia whamanuia le tuia ia. Ia o te o tōu. Eise o tato te māmati nā matutua. E le ngata whoi e alo ma whanau. Ia, e le ngata whoi leo tato au whangarenga pa i o le tua malatu whale tua. Tupu matamari o sato atunu. Tai lava ma le rango ina nei pokala me matango fie. O nei uso. Ia, I just want to say a huge thank you to all our audiences that have to tune in from wherever you are. In the Pacific, in Australia, New Zealand, in the States. Thank you for tuning in and giving me a chance to come on this wonderful platform and share it with my son, Eti, who's older than me. And, I feel very honored and just wishing you guys all the very, very best. Look, we're living in a time where there's a lot of uncertainties, a time where there's a lot of people under pressure, whether it be financial pressure, work-wise, career-wise, whether it's just in families, and I just want to encourage all of you guys that are listening, know that when difficult times are hanging about and facing us, in the face, then we pull together as we do as Pacific Islanders. We pull together and we encourage each other, we support each other and pop each other up, pray for each other, and that's the best thing we can do right now, and I'm truly grateful. I hope I get another chance to come on this wonderful,
absolutely, absolutely,
and just give you a little bit more up on my journey. But you can also see my journey on Odyssey if you get up on Facebook and that. It talks about my journey, what I'm doing, the changes I'm making, and how it can impact you as well. So, and you can look up Alliance Health Plus.
Yeah,
they're the organisation that's backing me up as well. And you get all the updates on what I've been up to. So, me to you, te love to all our Tongans that are listening in. Malo opito, malo ke ofa mai ke tau pokalama o ku whiwhia lahi ke tau talano te awhiawhini koe malo ke ofa maoni mai we a mautolu. So thank you so much to Etu, son. Yeah, happy birthday, and
thank you.
A lovely wife will ring tonight and wish you.
Etu, any? Do you wanna?
No, I'd just like to thank you for Inga to being on our show, and that's a privilege for us to our listeners to. We love to surprise our listeners, and then I think a lot of listeners from all over the world that they're listening in, and have a figure like Inga to be on our show. It's a blessing, and also it's good. So thank you, Inga, and mate, keep it up, keep going. We will see you very soon, very soon.
We have a viewer here.
Just one more thing.
Yeah.
T-shirt. I've got a few to give away.
Yes.
Okay.
I was just about to ask if you wanna we'll get you send some over.
Yeah.
We'll pay for the cost to send them over for our giveaways, and we'll promote, and we'll love to get you out there. Even Australia. Look, if you want to run a program here, Etu's here.
Yep.
I'm here. We have a gym as well. We have a gym here as well. I'm running a gym here as well. So there's a lot of people here, and there is a lot of Pacific Island Samoan community in Brisbane.
Yeah.
In Brisbane itself.
Maybe you've just started something right now, and we're going to.
Can I just say a big hello to my brothers and sisters in Brisbane? That
yes. You have. I'm not sure. Someone here named Toa HT Suafoa, love from Brisbane here at Uncle Vice's.
Yes.
Uncle is my eldest brother.
Okay, he said, so Uncle Alisi o Lefiafi all the way. And also, just the last thing, I just want to congratulate you as well on behalf of your brother, Ileto Tonu Ilefainga Malo Samoa. I saw your brother, and I'm like, wow, he's an MP now. So good on him. I know you guys are supporting him so much for Ilana for ia tama whainga Samoa ile, i upawhai Malo. So that's his field. That's him, and you are here in New Zealand. Look, Inga, I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I also want to say thank you, Etu, as well, for bringing you into our show. I know it was the last minute, but look, all I can say, ya whamanuia le atua, ya te oe, whamanuia le atua, ya te oe malo a inga, I may say for yourself whanau, mat whanau for yourself whanau, and I pray that God's blessing will over you, and blood of Jesus will surround you guys. And also with the journey as well, man, all I can say is keep going and keep going and keep going. Don't give up. And from Malikala Galatians 6 verse 9, don't give up. In the season, true season, you will reap a harvest. What you sow, you will reap that harvest. And that harvest, I've seen it already, and you are helping the community as well. So, Inga Tawinga, we thank you and we salute you. Thank you for coming into our show. And yes, definitely we'll have you back maybe in the next 3 weeks just to see where the journey is and keep us posted as well and where things at with you. And also in Mafoi, Maufun Maftanga Masia also ya etu in a Brisbane fa. Our lea faftai te lava mo lava noa faftai fio mai faftai foi tala mai au tata pokala mene fiafi fa manuia le atua manuia toenga vaiaso manuia for week any tato fetawi for se tami ruma lofa tono le atua ona tato fetawi le manuia lava da fiafi inga le nea fiafi. Yeah, so
God bless. God bless.
So okay. Tā sato pese nea fiafi fa vai ei foi ia ona tua watu le ora tato pokala me le nea fiafi.
Let's go! Hey! What's happening? We drinking tonight, girl!
Ole na, ole tātou pukalame whapitola na e fiafi ma le susunga fo I le palafionga I awhisala I va ainga tu inga malapo inga tawinga. Etu, man. How great was that? That was good. Look, I just wanna, I won't take the credit. I'll give the credit to my uso. You know, my uso Etu for bringing Inga tonight. It was a good, very, very good talk. I think this is one of the area that we're gonna cover in our program from now on. We try and find people like this that will motivate us and also talk about real stuff that's happening in life. But you
know, just to top it up, like specifically, like you know, if you're listening still, like specifically direct to our community Pacific. I mean, that's where I'm like more towards, you know, because I live in a community of all the, you know, the many ethnics. But I think we touch on a topic that it's so crucial and it's so vital right now at this particular pandemic. And it's so important that everybody needs to take the moment and think about where they're going with their siblings, especially their loved ones, because it's neglected for so many. I'm glad that COVID happened to settle down the household, right? Which is now they're communicating every day. They can't get away from it. So I think my thoughts and process of this tonight is actually has been sort of since I've been here, the alarm, like the alarm of how many families breaking down in this particular thing about health. So I think it's so crucial to have role models, like you said, to convey the message, because these are the people have been there. And now they're falling into a trap, right? And that's what it is. And I must say that for years and years, and you know where I've been with Inga, he actually like inspired me from the time I was spent with him 12 years in England. And he's the one that inspired me for doing this too, this turmeric.
There you go. For those who just tuning in, we just had our special guest tonight. Le whiunga fo ia whisola I vainga tu ngamala po le sunga fo ia inga tawinga e pe ona lawilo le lalonangi I mea ta ulakapi. Ia whatalofa atu ia vala lautua moeala ta vita, ia talofa lava, Lisaki malo uso. Happy birthday I live free turmeric. Ia ngale femela vangale happy birthday Lisaki. Happy birthday I live and a free turmeric. Tasta peselea ia na tato I mai fulailia. Vatu I se ta upu ole afiafi. Upu raso. Ele ngalo ka pula upu raso. Tata peselea ia na watu lele tato upu ole aso. Fasisa tato atu nuu ole tato pokalame e maea ile ta ole iva ile afiafi nei ele o se fulu ole iva na ole afole iva e wina tu wale tato pokalame fa pictoa o le tatalaina lea o le Dubai Expo in Dubai. Ele whaalinga leo o atunu ese le lalolangi. I to tonu o Dubai. Ngare kakala o le opening o ngei le afiafi I le awhaleiva tātou a po le afiafi enga.
Actually, I was supposed to be there.
Yes, even the boss of our radio station, he was supposed to be there as well. But unfortunately, o le COVID ia wale mawhai ai ona whaawau ia tulanga. Tātou pese foi mai, alwatu le tātou upu o le aso I le nei afiafi.
Mama le fie faiava fai mea ai o ke le ai kulia ua ki asuai I le mama o le ala o ki fiu la o ki le ilo me ka ke aka fo I mai le fale lulu lo kaulu o ku ua ku fo I nga ulu ai o makalo fa ape o fia ku ua ku funga mapiuki se sunga usili o na fa uma o sala uma I fula I lau fa apu I le umukuka le kaukonga se nga ele o au se polonga saulo ka fa kofa umala o fia fa iava
Well, right now, let me tell you.
I get it down on the dance floor. Watch this.
Ole tātou pesa nā nea fiafi whe mai sauta sisiva. Ia, leo masiva kul keme kama whai aswhahau ile nei fiafi. Ia, ole tami whone ole tātou pokalamasani leo ole upo le ole aso. Ia, ole upo le aso, ole upo whaanoa noa. Whaanoa noa.
Voi ala whaangoa mai kei kola ka pefte ngeison.
Le whaanoa noa ono aso i fua. O whangong, o langa mai upa whangongua. O ngei vai aso, o ngei aso ngei, ngafi ma ngei.
Ole anu.
Sole, ka vaaya kuru ko akele lau whangongua. Ko akele lau whangongua, wheme le la fa lockdown.
Onga
because we have Persira Feta Totunu, ngei ama ko Brisbane. Australia. We had 5 new cases today. 5 new cases today. Let me.
Yeah, kusale kalanga maua. If I may, for lele fa pe, you know. Ai okay loa. Ele ai ama se lockdown langai. Kelle o yo mele kupu. Ila so va songi. Amese akaya.
Right. Last 24 hours. 6 local cases, new cases, local cases. Last 24 hours. Me lango fa koi. Ko kele fa ngoa wa olesi vaenga lenga ko faile social por skonga as faile maskonga. Ye o lesi me o faile restriction aga ko fa me wa back to 1.4 yeah? 1.5?
1.5.
1.5. Limited number indoor.
Ele ko le ai kere kari kongul me anga. I know I'm going to strike for that. Anga me fa mai a limited number. Pa fa yo la sko ngai, asko ngai, asosa.
Fa ka longa.
64,000 people are going to be on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me this narrative.
Yeah, kangola fa mai so la so fa ngo oi. La so fika fa ngo.
Nei kango fa mai la upu nga nga wa ngai kau. Ngai wa kango mai le upu. Se ka kilo ya le upu la nga wa ma nga ye foinga. De la ka fainga la wa nga ye le fa mai e lockdown. La ka fa.
Ia wala ia pelanga ko kering se fa ngongwa.
Yo ya le la ka ku fo le ya ka right we gonna really twist this fa ngongwa. Ile mele fa mai la wa nga ya. Alo ke lo e mo ko pe pelo. Usa kero la asola fa ka ko lockdown.
Yeah.
Like fa limo case lockdown straight away. No question asked. Alera wo saule ka ko bele. 6 cases. Alai fai mai de kala. Mai kala alva engale. We narrow. We follow mai. We narrowly locked down. Narrow for my life. I mean narrowly locked down.
La fa someone narrowly locked down.
Ku sa ka or makkan me.
Talo fa tuna tavete. Malo so ne fiafi. Ku so le narrow la o mata.
So mo kwa fa makkal me fa mai narrow. How can you say?
Why if you la vale adir ka?
Ke le la lo ke ka fa mai narrow. Ke le me fa mai narrow. And could be. For my could.
Kangola fa me fa pela fangu wale lo fonga le fi pa ka mai ka fa me fia ai ko fonga.
Mengalanga lo tupu ai o narrowly. So when I heard that from the actual leader. O ki kilo kulole mea. So le makua ku look ku so le kama ia so. Wa okay lo. E cancel a fa pe lockdown kaya a pe favor le 24 hours lockdown. Ole makua strike uma kangaka Brisbane makaka so ko because we closed down. Ia ka longa. And that's
le kalonga le ale NRL the grand final asosa.
Yep.
They still on the air. They might move it to Townsville. If I make it pick what make kalonga Townsville. At the moment, it's a 75% capacity. As sporting events is kept at 75%.
Yeah, 75%. So if I la ke ala wo misi ma.
Yeah, valela. Restriction mean a maximum of 30 people will be allowed to gather in homes and in public. Vai. O le fe mai ngale ko todos futangata e mafai ona o mai fatasi. Ito tonu se gathering in a home ito tonu se ainga ia mafafu atu public. Yeah. Capacity of sporting, e fitus fulima pasengi.
Yeah.
Wedding and funeral are kept to 100 with a maximum of 20 people allowed to dance. Hospitality venues have reduced capacity at 1 person per 4 square meter. Nga. Kako restriction nga. Whanoa noa ua ka ele maka o le po o sole. Sole. Mai foi kama fiu lava vale ringa fi se le fai akua se sia e
fai mai lo
fai fua u se
fai mai la upo la so wala
ma nga la so fangongoa fanonoa o si fanonoa na maliu le oti o si fanonoa wale ai
ia o sau la oi wa oi
la maka o si fanonoa le ngi me alo for o si fanau
ki de mer.
Lesi fangongoa ke lesi fangongoa kia e ko lua. O lesi fangongoa ua lesi tu pretanga.
El metaua na.
Kusala e pe o fangongoa piko silia langa. Nga makua I lunga fangongoa uma. O le kanga ku le kanga e pure kanga. E kanga kule kanga ua le se mane ke ia le ua fasifoka maiki o ke ngia mar ko olua velo mar olo e fafo o le se mane o sa fango le se mane ke ia no fia fuso e fua ia nga ala oi sa fango o va ko fango ngor ngi fia
o uma ia lau
Uma.
Because you didn't give it to details. Foi dele kauma.
Ia ngale avak foi details o wakele mai foi kala la vaenga ia fe
mai la ngol benga lenga fai ka word of the day is to bring your opinion to
ia ole fano no na fano no o se mea e tupu mai to tono lo loto o se mea ua tupu za I won't say this if I want to see almost me mangaia.
Okay.
Ele se kanga I ka elo ia se sia I au. Ele fa pe mo so ka va fo fa ngoile e ka ngo fia.
That's right.
So it's always something negative or always something no mole. Therefore le e tinga elo loto. Something that will hurt your heart and you will be sad. E ke whangoa la o le se mea nga whai se sia oi. Whangoa foi o se mea foi wa e tano whai lesi tangata. You'll regret. You'll feel sad of what you did to the other person that you know it's not doing good for that person. Lesi. Ia nga. O singa ia nga lima senga iai. Ke rongo oe ke le loa e whangoa. You don't know what whangoa is.
E kawanga ka waku ia le ku le si foi ku wa o isi ka o le ila oi le fai poipo
se sau la
o le ku fa per fai poipo e ile o le me voile le ka ke fango ia like the last week I mean not last week like Monday mo fango ia langa nga se kusanga ko kikilo ele me o kusanga makal ngoma masio ko lua isi kai mi foi le ka ke fai ai kala kanga ka foi le ka ke fai ese kala ka o kangola ia le fai le kala foi le lifi yakul kanga ka lo ke fa ko kala ai o kai mi e fai mai ese ko lua yanga ia pale me la ka lai identical for it. Ia nga umala ia lea o kele li finga langa
Dang le kala se to lua.
To lua. Alawo
kango li finga les.
O kusala o mongolo la kala se ko lua. O kango lola ia le isa kale fai ba pe
To appreciate her.
To appreciate. Kusala o koi reverse no. Ai kela o koi sala mo. Because o kango li fi mele. Le cool. Ai leo li finga ko identical melanga fai
mai lang input
so melanga manga ye kelele that's why you see like appropriate the word of the day because it happened to me it happened to me ile mela le ka o le fai kaka fai poipo lo ko lua you know like so these are critical. Let me give you the reason why I said that because it happens every time when you're married.
Mangaya. Oka.
Fe
lo
you're listening in and you see my point, my 1-2 cents, ole kahua I ole songa, you know, nga ufakuia e lo loko I o me ia fa pepe a o kemi ke fai poipo ia. Because sometimes you fa sa ola kala. E la ve o ke la ve ai sometimes as a husband. You kind of like forget the appreciations of your wife. So just be aware that you know the enemy is ruling around the especially when you're married. You know, so that's just a new process of your thinking.
You know, there's a story I want to tell you about that. This is between me and my daughter.
There you go,
but she was overtired. So I le lavala o finge o ke fiu e ku ko ngol ka sit e kangi you know she refused to sit down. So kango she's only 2 years old o kango mako po ale vai ma le limo I heard she was say ow daddy ouch but I was frustrated o le fo ke le lava u Kena me kupu ma ho ngere fale wa seto ngesa finge wa kangi a kwa me ma o ka o fale kangi moero ko ka vale O kangolosi mai. We went in the house, put it down, and then I was lying her. O kangofata oto ngolongoenga. O kikiloi ke ya o kangi. Ko o fango ngo la menga fai sole. I regret what I did. O kango. You know, she's just a little kid, you know, but in the normal story is o kango fai le meo. O ko kikilo ai. So le ko fango ngo. But anyways, I shared that to my mom. I say, Mom, because I'm a new dad. You know, I'm not I'm a new dad. So I called my mom. I told my mom, my mom goes, on me walanga e kangi. O le fa pe o lo fa ngongo. O lo lofa, you know, pe ka ko Samoa. Sasa kama kiki. Okua, lenga nga ile lofa. So my mom said that to me, and I was if America looking on it, I was kind of like, yeah, okay. I was in peace. But in saying that, listen to your story, you know, it's so true. Frustrated. Ile seto ale se meka ka ngo sasa ese le fa mauni le rasta langa tautonga vai le vai le o ma fa ya o lo fa mai oi ona o upuna leso o upuna leso ne fiafi karka pese foi mai ala kuliska le sika ka mai mentila ki ale ko ia ona fa mo vota po kalambi o fa tale se si vai o tato po kalambi o le pese le fa mai miti io folinga.
Apea kai o se miki le fai mai popo.
Le kamanga ya ko for kamanga o kamale ya miti io folinga.
Switch your side and soul. Come at you now with that nice and slow. Connected microphone. Let it be known.
Sotoloto fe ofa aki. Edava mama o pea tupu laki. Ai ofani neu piu hono sani. O iawe. Ko'y tama'y tangi mai eu tu'u ihe ma'oni ihe ale-tale tuo kavea sie kuloto ihe kakala pakavale taumaya keu kahoa ai kiha ha'ofanga kena fe'ao kita nekinanga
to o fatue lo fatai kumiha o kakala keke o fai koe o fani he ikai toe he liani fai vatangi no ani ikai osi ihe maoni kakala pakavale taumaya keu kahoa ai kiha ha'ofanga kena fe'ao kita nekinanga
amaloko kua hokokosi otokolosi amakatafuta ulewa kiheponi eukumae mama mai hopa kia keva fino fisi eta Kausia kita ulanga e itulu sesia ale tale oi ofa te uluva hokoto ma au ko fe ofa akini ko mate he ofa tu
ihe mo oni ihe ale tale ukavea si kuloto ihe kakala pakavale taumaya keu kahoa
Hea le nā o le pese nā o lofa atu ai uma i tātou Wotonga papena ona mafuta mai le tata pokalame le nei fiafi. The song dedicated to all our Tongan viewers all the way from Tonga. This ending, etu. I know it's very, very hard to say this, but there are some restrictions happening in Brisbane. If we vainga valele o whai ona pui ai tātou man whamai o COVID o wapena ona totono i Brisbane, Australia. Nei, e peila o mea lo koe whaasau nge mai le whani na fiafia ua whaiti tia ia gatherings me pena. Look, e pule ale, le pule a whainga malo ia lako me whai. But all we can do is just to, be patient. On lava long sa. O long sa ia ma ingul tume.
Ku se fai mai lo lau kalanga lai whalongo mai ka kama sa sao i whalongo mai. Pa pero kala sa. O ai si ko inga ako ongo sa i ke mga oi.
Yeah. Fai mai le kala whalo maa sangia kako ongo sa i pero ongo sa i akamu. Akamu. Kako ongo sai pero sai akamu yopu mamose. Kako ongo sai pero ongo sai lo wali nga. Po Fika Mai o mai kako ongo sai pe yo e. Anga ko kela no the reason I said this is ko tele atato fale lunga ba ko va ku lunga social media lunga Facebook. Ko kela ngi se fali la ko la ngonga mala ko mangaku Ingei me wa kupu, especially i Melbourne, ile sort ke fale le kupu i Melbourne.
Me ka ngoa fo i Melbourne
Yo e.
We al makwa le mala marko kele o kangaka ile
mela ku.
Ile mela ku poa. Ia o mai isi, whai mai le kala, saua, o le mea lai kasi ia. So I'm ka kou ia lei ngei Brisbane le okay lai ai e functional ale. But in Melbourne, I imagine the frustrations of people who own small little
business.
Kua offer.
Sa le le ia.
Because I live in Melbourne for a while and knowing the outlay of the city and all that.
Ia le na o le mea ia e pe ona fai atu ia o ka koua ia ngale o pei. Ma submit. I pull le alfa nga malo ia malako we can be angry about it, we can be stressed about it, but look, what can we do? Do something better for your health.
All you do is just listen to us on Thursday and smile and drink. Get our drink.
Afapea o kuringi vai aso ua makua I ki ngalo uru ya askofi lea koe mafuka foi ka kou ko wako foi ngisi story foi mangisi
me. Actually, I enjoy last week. I enjoy last week laso ko ngai. Nga walu ai I le Kangaroo Point.
Oi, ia lenga fai fireworks
lenga fai ile fireworks ia male o mai o va lele voi lele o mai. Ama voi pe ala sa laka Rambo voi le Rambo 2, Rambo 3. Say all vai nganga. Yeah, so ka fao thanks hello to Bugs.
Le ki ona va kunga pe kau ele va lele nga piko I o. Va kun pe kau se ese male lenga sau Ke penga va ai mai ia oe alolo pa ila ke pe
Nga vai mai lor va lele. So kamala e radar mai voi lele la. They saw me like, party like a rock star lunga le fale la kamanga makwa penthouse al mea.
E va ai mai lor va ia oe.
Va lele sui lole me kaunga.
Nga lunga ia. So ke po va ai mai lo wow vo lele fele ko lo va.
Mo pe ya me antena vo lele la
Lo nga was se de freaking ceiling tune in mai va le radio va lele Le nga va pe oe le ia le fe mai ia va la out of my ele o kau fau foi la kou pepa tore le ai. Paulanga me le mako ele kau fau into le pepa. Ele kau fau ngako tore pepa le fau masoloi.
No, we're not running to the shop to get toilet papers at the moment.
At the moment we're not doing that because we are not locked down.
We're never locked down.
We never locked down.
We never locked down.
So
we never run to the shop.
Yeah, we never run to the shop.
We never run to the to anything like what we saw in Melbourne. People fighting, over a toilet paper.
Ya mako ele ai. Mako ai ele kele lo sului, kele ai ele.
Laufa.
Mako ele ngele, okay ya mako ele se me Brisbane le, okay ya mato nei. Atonu fo ia ke ua faise lockdown ia onga ngai fo vai nga na ia le mato le vai temi nei. Ia le okay se kwedi pa leng ia me uma nei vai ngai temi ya mato.
I just want to shout out to there's going to be a massive event coming up in November. The dates will be coming soon, but it's a Queensland Pacific Island Culture Carnival.
Yeah.
I think this thing, it's always happened every year, and it's actually it's a rugby league sports with these are all BNG as well, rugby league. There's island teams. There's there's Tongan, there's Samoa. So there's a lot of like some of the New Zealand environment. But next week we will have the president who's going to come live with us, explaining what this event's going to be. It's going to be so really good. Looking forward to November. Hopefully, come to that time. There's no famelo kala vole pulea lea.
Pulea kamola. Yeah, that's right. So there is an event coming up in November as well.
Queensland Pacific Island Culture
Carnival. Yeah. So we will have the president.
Yeah, we have the president
next Thursday. Zoom with us to give us more details give us more information about this great event.
Yeah, this will be a good event. For the Pacific community.
Yeah,
because there's all sorts of a lot of food.
A
lot of things that's gonna happen at this
And we will also try and take out.
So you can meet the team and
you meet the team. You see us there, and also we'll probably get some interviews.
Yeah, we do a lot of.
November. It's about a month, about 6-7 weeks away.
Yeah, we'll
so we'll keep you more information.
We will have
keep in
live
touch.
next week with the president of Queensland Samoa Rugby League, so that will give us more details. Looking forward for that, and so we'll save that date. And so there's more good things coming.
Yeah, more good things coming. This weekend also, there's a lot happening this weekend, like the games and that.
Games? When you said to me the games could be 75%, I've already bought the expensive tickets.
Yeah. So the Rapidos, go to Rapidos.
That's
the Rapidos and the Panther playing this week. That's so that's so saying yeah. Olo grand final bro. Lapik.
Lapik.
Oh Lapik.
Oh yeah, lawalu yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, yourself for Lapik.
I mean the Rapidos.
No, Rapidos ole nga.
Okay, ale kalo.
Penrith.
Oh, Penrith.
Yeah, Penrith.
Oh, yeah, Penrith.
Yeah, nga.
Nila walun Penta.
Ala Penta way yang Penta.
Ala kapik. Ala
ka
Tina.
Ya. Wala ka kamalo, shout la Tina. Walau ba kung ka uale la yai
Kusai malo shout ta wa.
Ya, yo malo lo au shout oi. Malo oi. Shout o ka fai ngala nga shout pa penga fenga skamea au ngala ka choose like ki fenga kamea he fale mai he fale mai sia kamea uso ole bayaso for nei All Blacks the South Africa team.
Yeah, the South Africa team. I'll be down there on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'll be watching it live.
Yeah, hope there'll be a lockdown. There's no game.
Okay, lokolanga. Okay, lokolanga.
Kalau siya lockdown, awang le makan la kapi. Ole opeleki Pasifika. Yeah, I will go for the Springboks. I go for the Springboks, bro.
Yeah, I go for the Aussie.
Yeah. Aussie and Puma.
Yeah, Puma. Yeah.
Okay. Australia la ya Australia, alula ya Aussie. Ya, o talonga na ole nei vai yaso. Leo wato 2 minute, uma tapu karame. Uso final words. Lea sa upu famalosi ile tato mai mone fe. One ngalo, ai le fatu one ngalo le tato vai o le turmeric Samoa turmeric. I've had some great testimony. Ain't tanta for failo mai te ale tau o le vai. A whapena o na maua e la tau so fua maloloina. O nisi fai mai ua ngalei loa o isi fai mai. O ni mai sa la tau lei loa. Aua talu na inu le vai. Ua mai e lunga ma.
O fai loa.
O fai loa e le vai e mai. So they say there's some sickness in them that do not know. But since they took the drink, all of a sudden all this sickness start coming up. And yet, the drink has healed, the sickness itself. O aveling o le vai, ma mea foi ua mawale ma losi ma foi swing on the tino. Or swing on the tino. So that's a good thing about the drink. And saying that, I do take the drink as well. I take my caramel latte, turmeric latte in the morning, and also in the evening. Just watch TV and drink because I know it's better for me. Anyways, Etu, yeah. Final words?
Yeah, just as I just like to capture our guests tonight. I hope that you guys enjoy that very inspiring story, and I just want to say that we are going to pursue the story of Inga the Winger pretty much from now on, and we're hoping to connect it one day and do this sort of bringing that concept. And so that he can inspire in our community here, and so I will sort of like try and work something out with Inga in the next 2-3 weeks, and then like you said, like we can do giveaway for his
fantastic. That'll be
very good. But for me, thank you for all the happy birthday that was coming out. There's hundreds and hundreds of happy birthday coming on my on my Facebook and Instagram. Thank you everybody. I'm so blessed to have good friends and good family. Love my family here. Thanks to my brother and my sister-in-law for for keeping up with me, and all my nephews and nieces, and my family and friends, especially my host.
Thank you.
You know, so I just want to say also, like Fit Kit Jim sells the turmeric as well, just to be aware of it.
Awesome.
So, but anyway, from me, God bless. Thank you for listening in, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, ole nasa mo le tatu pokalame na ole nei fiafi. Le Fika Mai Le Pese mai la wala Leo TV, le Pasifika TV and Radio in Brisbane, Australia nei. Yeah, ole vai aso fofo tatu feloi I le valu I le fiafi. E pena fai loa atu le tami wasola na amata le tatu pokalame le fitu ona ese pokalame fapitoa awina atu nei le afariva o le talaina lea o le Dubai Expo I Dubai I nei le afariva le nei fiafi. Mai o le tatu pokalame fo le nei fiafi mo le tolanga faftai le tatu atu pena na mai mo ma falongolong mai tatu pokalame nei fiafi. Mo le faftai le sunga I fesola I vainga tunga mala o le sa ave matato ma lo falo ringere nei fiafi I se time o sola o nisi fo tatu au mai mo le nei fiafi lo pena na comments mai runga le kako comment section ia fatalo from fa so fu atu ia te auto le nei fiafi manuia le tua ia te auto. That's it from us. We'll see you guys back again next week. Ile aso tofi vasa fo ia inisi fo I pokalame nisi fo I story matango fi manisi fo I meo tutupu to tono so tato tunu mo le sila fio tato tunu lo o pena ona lalampapa au ne Queensland nei ia na o mai tua ia vaenga fo I o ia inga o le COVID-19 fuluiva pe ona ta ua o ia cases e ono le tato petonu le nei o Queensland le fautua tato pokalame e sili lava le puipuia na lo tongfitia pena ona usita ia tato Aia inga o penao na tu na mai le soifua malolo ina ia wa lawa lo to soifua malolo ina mai si fo so mato bola fa penao na tato mo se mafutanga fia ila lo fo ni la langi wa langa eva vealu le langi io lo le sika le ia lo sika ia nga lo le kau kong fiki vale le kai mituai
o ke va vealu le manga ia
ia au te va le manga ia ka ko eva ngai la lo ngai menge ia on ka ko fai uma le lunga ale na tatu poka mena fiafi alo fatele atu mo lo ona o motu ia mana uso ia etu I mai le tato Pasifika TV and Radio I le nei afiafi soifua ma ia manuia le nei afiafi Samoa.
No for mama for fun I saw lots of my futanga we I swing Voleva no fifa ya tu imelo uno foma ele ma fai ele ma fai salo tele la ngona ina tingalo to avena a fai tele ilo Don't faitalia Pawale e mana tuina Le etelulu ete sele seleina A fai etele wiloa O oyolo uola atoa Hawa eteta elo fatu teta uatu ua umafo iso umanatu La foia
sa wanga ua kau sui I lau wa ai po lo ku ai so mai ya so yo ke o vai moli mau pe silipi ngale lungo le lau ai po le mea e o ke basalo salo si ke fo ngale o ati Lenga e maua o maa ai I a pinga pa ai avi se ma fau fau ngau le ali o le lalo langi o si kenge peso kua fa fingi nga mafanga ngau fa akasi o si kenge ngai fa kaua o mea ai I asko o ngai morning tia a mangi ai tina le rock o si kenge o enchi o kongi malo pasese I le sauma le alu le pasi ka paunga e fifia o ngai se face ka mani le ai ma se mea o kupo o sasi le kamafanga Nga nga ia ngai kisi kai a makamakay mi manga O fo I mai lo le fale fa kisi umia o e mama kisi a ya kau le mawhaio nga o manga a whaio lau whai kunga le ngaki ti moku a ka ika le iso loko e whaia le anga wasi siki mai au lima ke le lo ia o e po o anga mea whai mai o ke le lo inga ai lo ngai ke lo inga makua I paso a wha kosinga wha umai ala ka ua pa whai se sai ngā lima panga ngofo ia la ma ati le anga le la ua kaulunga lima ma di e ia lo loko le anga wo o ilonga a inga Fala ia pisi ang ilo de provinsi Malay.
Le winga monya la ufaso. Paano no e fa ilo ia umea lilo sa fatino e uile. E te inu lava ila una fai. O te tuma lava ila uleai. Ma ia e mautino. Bahia e Maltino Wa umalo avado Wa umalo